Okay. I'd forgotten my my dumbass build. Well, I shouldn't even say build, since I should actually click on the damn game. Since it's really more. I have my pokey weapon, and I have my crab weapon. And due to the way this game seems to be set up, that pokey weapon's not that useful. But I don't ever use the fucking shield, so. Oh yeah, I have souls to burn. Having thought about it for a bit, having looked at the classes really, there's a distinct possibility I'd have been happier as a knight, since I do not care for the twin blades. And ultimately, the broadsword is probably pretty similar to the longsword. Probably has a slightly different moveset, probably the R2 is different, but similar enough. And I'm willing to bet that a handful of times where I just whiffed with the broadsword because it was too short, I would have probably hit. But I think I'm going, at least for the moment, since shards do drop off enemies, I'm going to start bumping up the broadsword. Which is counterintuitive because our stats are definitely more for dex, but say la vie. I'll definitely find things that are more oriented towards however the hell I want to end up building. I think that's... yeah. It's actually pretty good. I'd held off on it because... oh, yeah, that's right. I had held off on it because, I'd heard it was going to be more like Dark Souls 1, and I was... I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of Dark Souls 1. The first half of the game is fantastic, and the second half of the game is really not. But that's me. Okay, so... these are taking us somewhere. Well, I think one of the real reasons I wanted to give it a shot was I was thinking about, okay, so what's been some of the most enjoyable games that I've streamed relatively recently, and it was Death's Gambit. And that drew a lot from Dark Souls. Just obviously 2D instead. That does not have a ladder. That is just death. And, well, Dark Souls 2, I really enjoy. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. I know it has a lot of problems with regards to... it has a lot of mob fights. Right now, the major issue that I have with the way 3 works is actually related to the way its queuing works. Well, actually, I have two issues related to the way its queuing works. The first is that while rolling forwards is instant, if you change direction, there's a slight delay. And of course, that has a corresponding pain when it comes to iframes. The second one, I think the much larger one most of the time, is that if I attack and then hit the roll button, the roll still goes off. This could be good. Like, it was definitely a...
Please, grant me death. Undo my shackles.
It was definitely a complaint I had, especially with 2.
Oh.
But,
Oh, then it's true. A champion of Ash as I live and breathe. To be in your presence is a great honor. I am Yol of Londor, a pilgrim, as you can see, only somehow I failed to die as was ordained. Well, perhaps my calling lies elsewhere. Say, champion of Ash, how does the idea of taking me into your service strike you? I was once a sorcerer. Surely I can be of use.
oh.
Oh, I am
So,
honored.
I have to assume this is probably the sorcerer
I should
seller.
be dead, yet you have granted me purpose anew. I, Yol of Londor, do solemnly swear myself to you.
That's an odd noise for that. Oh, I think he just went back to Firelink. That's good. Hey, he could go back and kill all the NPCs. That plenty of folks who have sounded friendly have actually just been, you know, giant murderers. It is Dark Souls. Well, it is a Souls game. I think the only one that actually really sounded friendly but was actually a murderer was in Demon Souls, but it is what it is. I wasn't expecting that enemy to get staggered just by rolling into it. No, I guess that, oh, yeah, because you can't get back there. Oh, but it does have the lever. Actually, since the dogs start on this side and go through, there's no reason to have that closed. Oh yeah, it is very pretty. Certain areas for 2 were also very pretty. But this one is definitely taking advantage of the hardware. And, in spite of... I guess I need to cut that down. What my, complaints were at the start of last stream, just because it was running so poorly. I think it actually probably is a pretty good port. Because this is running perfectly fine now. Since I just fell off the top, I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't expect it to be like 2 with constantly giving you pretty good weapons early on, but yeah, okay. I definitely have preferred the weapons I have found to what this character started with, which were a pair of scimitars. But done up as a single item instead of like a pair. Ah.
Come to me.
Fuck, that hurts.
Oh, cleanse the bastard's curse.
Ah, I was not expecting it to be a hug. Have not yet seen that enemy use their weapon. Interesting. And for losing our fire, we do lose a little bit of the max health. But it is just bonus health, so. Oh yeah, that was the one by the door. No, that also had a sword. Didn't it? Is there a third one that's gonna... Yeah, I guess it was just a... No? I have no idea where that one came from. Probably somewhere off to the side. Yeah, this one's definitely good at giving you things that are pretty spooky looking. A lot better than 1 or 2 did. Of course, I suppose part of that comes from they realized they can, Ah, hello there. Humanoid-esque enemies that do not have humanoid movement is also pretty good. There's another one somewhere, but I'm gonna step out into the light. I guess they're not following.
Cleanse the bastard's curse.
So that wasn't too bad. Although that was. This set, while it does seem to have decent defenses, does not have great poise. Yeah, I just don't know where the hell the other, Oh, they probably both just came out of there. I need to remember I can just roll into those guys. Yeah, they were probably just like standing over here, or they stepped outside and I hadn't noticed them. Something dumb like that. I'm definitely getting better at attacking without locking on, which is definitely something that became very, very relevant to mob fights in 2. And I have to assume, given that these are done up on this under the same concept, that they work the same way. Okay, so that has a very generous hitbox. Lesson learned. Don't step away, roll away. Maybe. The iframes definitely, on the roll, definitely do not feel as generous as high agility rolling with in 2. Or even like moderate agility, like 25 and 25. Yeah. Apparently those can just stun lock you. I'd not gotten hit by the axe one before. And I think the other ones have a knife and that just has less poise damage. But also I haven't gotten used to the whole you have 0 iframes on hit stun, since that's just so different from the way its predecessors did. Also, I think that's my first complaint about a hitbox that is worse for the player. They demonstrably shot through the fucking pillar. Every other time I've had complaints about hitboxes, it's been I should be getting hit, but I'm not. Which is a weird complaint to have, admittedly. Jesus. Oh, I got hit by both of them. That's what caused so much damage.
Cleanse that bastard's curse.
Okay. Looking at the preview, I might need to bump up the bit rate a little bit. I had not been paying it much attention. Also, I need to remember to poke with my rapier a little bit more. I'm gonna have the second weapon out. Probably actually use it, since it does come out a hell of a lot faster. Also, the tracking on some of these is absurd even by Dark Souls 2 standards. Since at least there, it was the smallest enemy that had the stupid, ridiculous tracking was the Heidi Knights. Oh, did not want me to roll backwards out of that one. On the other hand, maybe I should leave these guys alone?
Oh, cleanse that bastard's curse.
Also, I need to relearn what I learned from 2, which is, with regards to rolling, which is, never roll the fuck away. Or at least against big enemies. Oh, the camera really does not like that. Rolling through gets you through their attack, which is what you actually want. Yeah, that attack is just kind of out of nowhere. Like, I understand there's a wind-up for it, but it looks like the same wind-up as their regular-ass attack. Having a 3-hit combo on it's just kind of fucked. That last hit having a huge range increase is also unfortunate for me. These fuckers dropping firebombs, maybe that is a clue to actually use firebombs. Since I've also got like 1 million in storage. Take this back a little bit from there. We're not going to be hit by that priest quite as much. Okay.
Oh, cleanse the bastard's curse.
There, that actually went well despite me not actually using the firebombs. And some more Estus. And more firebombs. Well, part of learning the tells is also just actually having the camera in position to be able to see the tells. And that's one of the things where locking on hurts you most of the time. Like, yes, when you are actually doing the fights regularly, you are probably going to have lock on, but sometimes it's a lot easier to figure out what the tell is if you don't have it on. But of course, the issue then is spatial reasoning. Can you figure out that same tell when you're looking at it from a different angle? And the answer most of the time for me is no. That's the reason I don't do parrying builds. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have a decent parry, but I can't figure out the timing for parry. I couldn't figure it out in 2, I couldn't figure it out in 1. I instead decided that the best way for me to get better was... Where did that even come from? Is it up there? No, it's from across. was to just get better at rolling. Oh, what are you? Aside from a little bit spooky. Ah! Oh, cannot fit in the door. Well, they can if they are attacking. That is real dumb. Well, since we're gonna die soon, let's see if we can't find the bonfire. I suspect there's one relatively nearby. That tends to be how... Well, no, we are actually only like 20 feet away from the prior bonfire. Probably isn't one nearby. Huh. Okay, so that's more of the thralls. Was there an actual entrance to this? No. So it's on one of the sides. Yeah, that wasn't exactly surprising. Oh, actually, we got that Estus shard. Let's go back and use it. That should make it work a little bit easier. I don't actually know where I turn the Estus shards in, also.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire.
Okay, so
Farewell,
all upgrading is Andre. And I'll need to find where our pilgrim buddy went.
Just good, this wasn't he? Pretty be careful.
That. Obviously cannot purchase anything from them, but it will be useful to know. Wait a second. Oh, that's just the outside area, never mind. Yeah, fuck it. The extra Estus will be useful. It's weird how even when they're lined up, the rapier does not have penetration for that. I'm still not sure where the other one is. Which is weird, but, you know, c'est la vie. I think if I just run past, they won't give a shit. That is correct. That long-ass delay on the, spear dude fucked me there. That's not a standardized delay, which sucks. Of course, as I have seen with some of the, strong attacks I have, some of them can be held for a tiny bit by holding down the R2 button. Which sounds great and in practice just means even less consistent timing. Not that the 400 whatever souls really matter. Yeah, roll into these enemies and they're a lot easier. I don't know if the thralls have the same... That was neat. The corpse was, still had collision as far as that goes. Also, that is one of the worst places to lock on. Huh. That's nice and creepy. But I think that I recall seeing something like that in some of the concept art for 2. Well, it was either 2 or 1. The same spot where they had concept art of, like, bonfire mimics and similar such things. Which may have actually been for this game, thinking about it. I genuinely don't recall when it was I saw it. so this is over here. And I'm actually curious about this door. The reason I was curious is because Dark Souls 2 did a lot of things with locked doors or doors that don't open that you just need to bash down. And of course, Dark Souls 1 did some things with... Sometimes you can bang on walls to get enemies to open otherwise locked doors. Or, more frequently, just doors you don't want to be the person opening because 1 didn't have the ridiculous door iframes that 2 did. Oh, this is not where I thought it was. Where the hell am I? No, this is where I thought it was. I just thought there was a second door over here. I guess this isn't actually a door. Neat. Okay, so... I don't think there was another way over here. And this is... well, no, it's not even fall damage. Okay, so... that is the only way forward from this side. There was the other route via the bridge. It seriously looks like it should be a passage. Ah. So, what does this get us, if anything? A single item. Of questionable use. Oh yeah, I should probably actually use those souls next time I'm in Firelink. Oh, whip. Based off what I know about Dark Souls, probably absolutely useless. I wish enemies also had casts they had to worry about. But I suppose that would also put it into the category of, well, then going all defensive is meaningfully better, meaningfully easier. Ah. This is the way up here. Yeah, I don't think we could hit them with a plunging attack, which is unfortunate. And of course, this does not have the life gems, so given that we are not a cleric or a miracle user of any kind, this is not a good situation to be in right now. I mean, they do give us a lot of homeward bones, but... Oh, that's a more dangerous version of that enemy than the pot one, I think. At least I have to assume the saw is more dangerous than the pot. Where was... God damn it, I saw a bonfire. Okay. With the 7 HP we had left, I didn't want to potentially take falling damage and die right next to a bonfire. Funny as that would be.
Welcome home, Asher. Speak. Very well. Then touch. Take nourishment. Let these souls be drawn from their vessels.
Now, what really do I want to... Right now, I don't know is the issue.
Farewell, Ashen One.
I think we have sufficient shards to upgrade the broadsword again. I am actually correct, yeah. Oh, we have 2 more than I thought we did. Interesting. Oh, that actually does surprisingly decent damage. I don't even know... Oh, probably off of the first one we killed.
Pretty be careful. I don't want to see my works.
So yeah, I thought that was rather suspicious, but
Our champion of Ash.
it was not
Welcome.
relevant at the time because I didn't have souls.
This pilgrim, with a debt in death, hardly deserves to behold this divine flame. And I never would have, had you not taken me into your service. I thank you dearly for this, and assure you of my leal service. Then shall we
what?
begin?
What?
Bearer of the dark sign, let your true strength shine.
Oh. A different way to level up. One that... What? Oh, we get just a free... Weird. I am definitely feeling like this is going to have some negative effect, but... Well, enchanting's always been pretty strong. even if you didn't really have the stats for using magic conventionally. Huh. Oh yeah, I have a Ring of Sacrifice. I keep forgetting about that. Oh, that's because I was in the wrong spot. No, I should have been able to find and use them from that menu. I'm just blind. Okay, so we have enough to get the
Oh, I would...
enchantment now.
Be safe.
So I do think I want to actually equip that because Soul Arrow was extremely disappointing. And with it not being hard set to casts, yeah, okay, so I can use that 4 times. Oh, I need to actually have a catalyst equipped. What is the... Well, how long does that take to do? It does not. Pretty dang quick. Does it? It does not. Good to know. So there is an enemy down here that I can test this on. Okay, so it seems to last a while, seems to be a pretty chunky damage increase. At least right now. It feels like it is... I don't want to say double. What the hell was... Oh. Yeah, these giant spears. Ah, yeah, we can see who is firing them at us. They are more accurate than I had given them credit for. I assume this is mostly just going to be junk. At least it doesn't hurt that bad. So this is going to be a relevant soul of some kind. No, it's not even a soul. Whoop! I thought I had rolled off the edge. I don't know the iframes on the roll. Which is unfortunate. Oh. Okay, so the magic weapon does increase it a fair bit, but a lot of damage increase is also just from upgrading the broadsword once. Whoop. Well, that's not how I expected to die there, but... I can't really say I'm surprised given that the unstable ground was not putting me in the best of situations and having me expecting to roll off a fair amount. Boy, do I hate enemies that have sufficient poise to attack while dying. Okay, so actually the magic enchant doesn't seem to do much. Maybe it helps against enemies that are weak to magic? Maybe it's more relevant for enemies that are just very strong when it comes to their defenses. Great scythe, huh? That is probably a dex weapon? It requires additional stats above and beyond what we have, but... Oh yeah, what's the skill on it? Could be decent. Hello, crazy demon. I'm surprised the shooting there stopped. Well, this feels very much like the when you first step into the Shrine of Mana. What is the door, though? Probably locked, but... Oh, surprisingly not. Oh, this is just the entrance for if we took the other route. Game's going pretty well. It's, well, I can't really say today it's going particularly well. Progress is very slow going. Suppose I can actually see the enemies, so it's not, not that reminiscent of Amana. Oh, that's the shadow. Oh, that's a boss. Well, at least it can take out the, Where do we need to go to damage this? Might it be the eggs? Might we just need to be doing fire damage? Well, I've not gotten a decent shot in on those eggs. I was surprised any of the little enemies, NPCs, had survived that. Dang it. Okay, so that's gonna take a lot of hits. That's neat. I am actually curious. Okay, no, that still needs to be at the right spot. Okay. Oh, there's more up here. Dang it. Fortunately, most of its attacks aren't that bad, and especially when it comes to damage, the damage could definitely be higher, and that would not feel terrible. The audio hitching is on my end. Sorry about that. Oh, I had apparently always rolled during that. So, assuming this is what we need to do, how the hell do we get the boss to more consistently give us access to the ones up on its shoulder? Or do we need to... we probably need to attack the hand. Damn. It is what it is. This really shouldn't have gone as well as it had, if I'm being honest. I hate how quick that comes out. Oops. Okay, apparently I did not run forward far enough to get the attention of everybody. And since that NPC just seems to attack anything that's moving... Ugh. Fortunately, those I learned you can just roll into, and they don't have sufficient poise to deal with it. No, it's just running up there. And it should be a fog wall, I would assume. Yep. Interesting that unlike some bosses that swap to a fog wall second time around, it does not just start the boss fight. think because I had been at the point of needing to do 2 hits for all of the hollow here, I had not noticed the... Dang. That actually hits a lot. Oh, that was a foot. That wasn't the hand. And of course, now we are getting much more accurate shots from the enemy. As opposed to first time where it was mostly taking out his own dudes. So, all in all, this is going similarly. That attack where he hit directly in front of him, that definitely feels like I should have gotten hit by that. So, that's the very first part. Oh, and these are protected during this part. Good to know. The fall, of course, breaks that open. I don't think it's especially meaningful, but let's grab our souls. That's more than I thought I had. Oh, that's gonna go bad. So it seems like a decent amount of this is just patience. Not always my strong suit, but... There just aren't that many opportunities. Okay, so that is an option to deal a little bit of damage. Hopefully that does not become our only source of damage. Because that is a bit rough. I think... I never got the opportunity to actually hit it. Yeah. Yeah, the hand is where we want to try to deal damage. It's just a bit rough because poise isn't really a thing for that part of the boss. It doesn't care about the damage we deal. Actually. Well, no, I don't think that the soul arrow doing diddly damage is going to be that useful, since it's not like... or it doesn't seem like... various parts have the ability to be locked on. Or else the fire bombs would be more useful. There is probably a better, well, I shouldn't say better bonfire. There's probably a bonfire that is less tedious than this. That's... Okay, so it is a dex weapon, it's just not very strong. I'm actually tempted, since I have that front door open, to see if there is a... at least a little bit closer bonfire, but I don't... One of those things that I can't really imagine there being one if there isn't one visible from, like, a straight shot. I just don't think there is. Okay, so that causes me to step close enough to actually wake that up, which is maybe a good thing? Probably a good thing. That one had more health. So I do have to be wary, at least, aware of that, oh. No, I didn't take meaningful damage? That's weird. I think I just suffered a knockdown effect rather than... Yeah, there's sometimes knockdown without damage. I don't... And sometimes damage without knockdown. Maybe one protects you from the other? That's not... That's just weird. Oh, at certain points more enemies come out. Good to know. I think the fall kills them. Yeah. Now, fortunately, dodging or rolling in this game takes very little stamina, so it's very friendly when it comes to that. Actually, while the boss doesn't have quite as many attacks, or doesn't have quite as many attacks that bug me. Damn. So, I think the primary... Damn it. I'm just not good at dodging that. It's a difficult one to see. Because a lot of its movement is kind of predicated on being above. I just mistimed that. But I do think if I can take out the hand, that's probably going to be a lot better than trying to take out the eggs. A little bit less tedious. But it's possible that the hand just has sufficient health to kill the Great Wood regardless. Well, that went poorly. Sufficiently poorly that I am just going to give that a second attempt. I've not actually seen anybody walking through that provided a human-looking soul. I'd only seen the kind of echoes. That is the best that has gone. Somehow I actually poise broke him. I don't get it. There's an item there, I'm not real sure I care. At least the archer is still shooting, so, well, was still shooting. Okay, so your iframes are early on. That's good to know. I mean, objectively, I did know it because that's how I am dodging things, but I always forget exactly where the iframes are in that roll. And one of the reasons for it is because, well, the last few games that I played with dodge rolling had them in very different locations. Moonlighter had it at the very end of your dodge roll, and I think Death's Gambit just didn't give a shit as long as you were rolling. Oh, and... Huh. The torch-carrying enemies, which are the firebomb enemies, have less health. I had not noticed that. So this has the same amount of health as the... Well, it has the same amount of health as all the dead enemies, but... So this went very poorly. Of course, one of the reasons this is going so poorly is all of the enemies dropping off. Fortunately, I think that killed most of them. But of course, I'm not doing a very good job rolling here, so... That camera just reacts so poorly to everything. Whoop. More enemies popping out. Yeah, this is definitely one of those things where you want to burn down the first phase. Just because the alternative is exceedingly tedious. And of course I was super close to getting it down all of that time. I don't know why the game didn't want me to roll during that, but... Not the first time I have had that issue. Sometimes rolling just doesn't happen. And I've not had it just deny me a roll while moving about out and about in the world that I have noticed. It has always been, I hit the button. Oh, that is larger at the top than it is at the bottom. Good to know. The only times I ever notice, the only time anybody would notice, are when it actually causes me to get hit. That's not true. A better player would probably notice if it happens to him out. Okay, so that just doesn't care about your dodge. If it happens out and about with them trying to traverse the world. And actually, it has happened there, but normally it's... I'm holding dodge to try to run, and I don't get the run. I instead just get a roll. So, not going ideally, but it is what it is. I do like that as a kind of warning shot that takes out the NPCs there. And that one hit the little gate we're standing next to. Oh, I'm surprised that didn't hit all of them. So that enemy is somehow dodging the arrows. Oh. Why do the enemies in the fight have less health? Why does that specific type of enemy in the fight have less health? That was just a bad idea. How did... Yeah, the lack of iframes on standing up has gotten me killed more than a handful of times. Well, fuck it, I have no reason to not check out the path to the right now, since those souls are gone. Again, it did not want me to dodge. I don't get it. That one, it's possible I was out of stamina. That one I was demonstrably not out of stamina. The game just decided I wanted to be hit instead. Unfortunate. Okay, so it's a minor increase, but it is definitely an increase, and it does decrease... Wow, I've not actually seen that one, that area get hit by arrows. It is a definite increase. So I know that the boss arena is on the left there, but as mentioned, I don't have a reason to go there with the souls gone. Okay, so... we got a priest. This is a specific enemy I have seen before. Oh, you don't get iframes on the ground. I had not encountered that one before. I knew that you didn't get iframes for a lot of stuff you did in prior games, but I was not aware that the ground was one of those spots. Okay, so that makes these enemies a lot more deadly. So just need to be more careful with them. It is what it is. Also, I don't know why sometimes the pause of the crows sound kind of out of phase. I rolled just a little bit too early. Okay, I don't actually know the timing, apparently. Apparently the timing is I need to hit the roll button when the arrow appears on screen, which is not going to be consistent. Because that one I hit way late. By any sensible margin, that one was... last second is an absurdly generous way of putting it. Late enough that it shouldn't have worked is, but I suppose that is the timing on that, so. Again, early in the roll, not late in the roll. So I think the pot one is actually the more dangerous of the two. The saw is... it hurts, but it's not... ultimately... that deadly. I should have remembered those. I did come down here to check it out. That sounded like something out of sci-fi. I think I am getting a slight audio screw-up on occasion. Particularly, I should say, with, yeah, I've been through there with breaking pots and fire explosion effects. Okay, but how do we get down there? What's this? Well, it does say bonfire ahead. I think it's actually down here, and there's the pathway down. I'm just not, I took a wrong direction to get where I think I want to go anyway. So that does seem like a more dangerous area than what we have been dealing with. But if there is... well, no, I think I'm... it's looking like I'm probably wrong. This looks like it's a different area. Although that might be good for bonfires. Sometimes areas have early bonfires. Now, are those rats or are those... yeah, those are rats. So I think the one-handed swing is actually better for me here. Cestus. Good old punchy gloves. Now, what does that ring do? I don't know if 60%'s a breakpoint here as well. That is actually a fair amount of bleed resistance though, so it's probably worth it so long as it's not... well, I don't even know if this game has the breakpoints the way Friars did. It could all be based off of roll distance and such. Which wouldn't be a bad way. I think the sign that I came across there was actually designed for people coming the other way, not towards the rats. Well, no, it actually looks like it... weird. No, that door wouldn't open from the other side, so... 5 enemies isn't really a mob enemy. Okay. Wait a what? Ah! So these ones have both. Which of course makes them considerably more dangerous. But this still begs the question of where the hell is that bonfire that was talked about? Unless it was that one off to the left, in which case, well, there is not a better bonfire for me. But it could be up here. I have, after all, not done anything here. I think there's a... no. What was I oh, because with the other one there was a ladder to get up. Fire clutch ring, huh? Well, it's not really relevant, since we don't have fire damage. Probably useful for a pyromancer or somebody who grabbed the fire gem as their starting item. Yeah, like, I don't see how we get down there, I should say. Get up there. Oh, I am just blind. It's not here, it's we go down... Oh no, that doesn't actually connect. I am blind, but not for the reason I thought I was. Where the fuck? Well... screw it, we have enough things to get a few levels. Oh, we actually have way fewer Homer bones than I thought we did. Yeah, I'll give the jumping a try once I'm not at low enough health that I definitely would die. I don't think we got enough to upgrade the sword again. Probably should put a couple points in strength just to
Good, wasn't he?
help with the scaling there. Yeah, we didn't actually get any.
Hey, be careful.
Welcome. Very the take.
So I think we have... well, I might need to use another soul item. Yeah, need to use another soul item to get that third level. Gonna drop 2 into strength, and once I use other stuff, get another point of vigor. No, I was thinking those were the 200 items.
I'll speak. Very well, then take nourish.
Not really relevant, provided I don't lose the souls, but it's not always been a
Farewell, Ashen Mother.
sure bet. I know the path to get there from here is a little bit annoying, but I don't think it's dangerous. I think it's just time consuming. Oh, one-handing we're doing about... Oh, no, that was two-handed. I was gonna say one-handing we're doing about the same damage we were doing two-handing before. But that's wrong. I just didn't notice that I had... Sometimes the animations look very similar to me. So for this, we want to go across the bridge. Oh, that's nice. Well, actually, I don't know if that's one of the normal health ones or one of the low health ones. So I suppose, in that regard, I don't know if that was beneficial. Huh. Last time I at least saw the great sword, or the long sword one before it attacked. So where do we want to jump from? Probably just here. Probably not there right now. Okay, yeah, so that... This is going to result in me having just been astoundingly blind, isn't it? Gonna step out here and there's gonna be a clear path back to where we were. No, for once in this game, it was just jump. Good to know. Oh. I always forget how long that pickup animation takes. Also, how quick that attack comes out. Pushed us forward a little bit, but it's fine. Sort of surprised that didn't push us off, though. Oh yeah, I was actually going to check out and see if I'd missed anything up top when I fell off while attacking. It looks...
Aha! Unkindled, are we?
Like the answer's yes.
Welcome to my abode. I am Cornyx, an old pyromancer. A crow in his cage, as you see now. But here we are, an encounter for the ages. I hear the Unkindled make for fine vessels. Care to learn some pyromancies from this old man? Most wise. A chance encounter should not be squandered. To reiterate, I am Cornyx of the Great Swamp. The pleasure is mine.
I do like that regardless of game, it seems like the swamp is the relevant area for pyromancy. Which suggests that, well, maybe something there is extraordinarily either weak to fire or thus necessitating its use. Or there was something there that used a lot of fire, thus necessitating its use for a case of, like, flash sweat. Huh. Yeah, I thought I rolled into him. Almost. The dog's not normally going to be that dangerous, so... And this is a much shorter run back overall. Yeah, that might just be an audio setting that I have that's incorrect. Possibly something echoing in voice meter unintentionally. Well, any echo in voice meter would be unintentional, but... I had not seen that attack. So, this one's going very poorly. Yeah, I suppose that's not that surprising that it went that poorly given how awful it was at the start. I don't think I managed to dodge to avoid a single attack there. Yeah, I guess those enemies only come up here after a while. Or maybe there is some variance as to what enemies show up. That's odd either way. Actually, yeah, there has to be some variance as to what enemies show up. I'd not seen the priest there in a bit. Makes me wonder if sometimes those, big pot dudes or something else. So let's just get away for now. I keep hitting the wrong button. That was very lucky. Fortunately, I do recognize some of the attacks. I have no idea how to deal with this, but... Huh. Oh, damn it. That one I don't see the cue for yet. Yeah, I knew I was dead as soon as I hit the attack button instead of dodging. I saw the cue, I just didn't react properly. C'est la vie. I mean, alternatively, that's Dark Souls. Oh. Yeah, going in with a little bit of damage. I'm probably still going to... It's very unlikely that that amount of damage is relevant to the fight as a whole. Not when I'm even bothering to keep up magic weapon consistently. That's probably more relevant to the fight as a whole than this little bit of damage I'm entering with. Oh, I misread that one. Fortunately, the hitbox is not that bad, but... Well, I should say that large rather than bad, because... Again, the issues I have had with hitboxes 90% of the time is that they feel like they should be larger. And when I'm talking about that for enemy hitboxes, that's a strange sentiment to express. Oh, I'm right on top of my souls. Good to know. Okay, so we were able to get that done very quickly. I was not able to react properly to the hand just sitting there. That's the stomp. Oh. I hadn't noticed that the... Oh, that was... I was gonna say that was quite lucky, but... I don't know if I can really say that. So... Now the only spot I know of for consistent damage is going to be that hand. Okay, didn't have much of a shot that time. We were getting there. Just need to dodge better. And if I can get to the second half of the fight with more Estus, that will give me more chances to screw up in the part where it's easiest to screw up. Well, I've not yet seen it. Oh. I had not seen one of these guys be that aggressive before. I guess I was out of stamina there. got lucky with the dodge roll. Damn it, I was even trying to look around to see if I should have dodged rolled into him. Fuck. Yep. And I think... Well, never mind, since I can't fucking hit the thing. I was gonna say, I think we're 2 hits away. Or I meant 3 hits away at the start of that combo. But I managed to hit all of once. Oh, and we're once again right next to our souls. Okay, at least that just knocked us back rather than doing damage. Well, that was overly aggressive, but we do have Estus, so... And that actually went well. Transposing kiln. Yeah, never. Where in the world? Oh, there. That doesn't tell me anything, game. I suppose it doesn't really need to once, once we give it to, I assume, Andre. Though I suppose it could also be the Firekeeper. She would also be a perfectly valid choice for that.
Welcome home, speak thine.
Okay,
Farewell.
apparently not.
Ah, 'tis good to see ye in good health. Weapons and protection are stirred, but when they're durable, use a powder, but should chance impel them, I'll have they take no pleasure in, so hand. Prithee, be careful. I don't want to.
That is... Okay, so we cannot use it. Maybe using it at the... well, it might be Shrine Bonfire specific. Does not appear to be. Although I should probably start dumping things into my storage box. What the hell is a sharp weapon? Oh, it's probably the, I think there was one of the types that decreased the base damage and increased the scaling. No, that's refined. Okay, I have no idea then. No, we can apparently use the reinforced club, not that it's... well, it might be fine if we actually had the, had it enhanced, improved, upgraded. That's the word I was looking for.
Careful.
Also, where is our Pyromancer buddy? Probably over here. Or possibly in the first area and I just didn't notice them. I was thinking over here because it would be swamp-like. Although they were just sitting in a cage, so who knows? I know this is our sorcerer buddy.
Oh, I would do it.
Huh?
Then shall we begin, bearer of the dove?
I'm curious as to if this is costing me anything. I guess I'll find out eventually. Not a huge deal if it is, I suppose. Honestly, I think HP is probably the thing I need to focus.
Be safe.
Oh. Providing me multiple opportunities for that.
Then shall we, bearer?
Okay, I really don't get what the cost is then. Unless it's just it's based off of how many bosses you've killed.
As I have said, alas, the magic of Londor is a far cry from the wonders of... But I can perhaps, I believe that I can... We pilgrims of Londor, that those branded by the... As I have said, but
Okay, so... I wonder if that can bump things up to 100% absorption. I would suspect not, but
Champ,
tough to tell. I know that the only reason that the health bar is so meaty right now is because we are
Good.
embered.
The Firekeeper must. What do you really know of? Let's take a right and proper cleric. He ate so many that he bloated like a drum, and they made him a lord, such as a lord, I suppose.
So right now my suspicion is that if anybody is going to go crazy and start killing people...
I'm fast on the trail of them. These red eyes are for you.
Oh, neat.
Use them to pillage embers and briefly heighten your strength for your duty. What else are unkindled ashes good for? Pillage embers. What?
I suspect it to be the coward. I'm certain he had a name when I talked to him. I'm also certain I don't care. Huh. I mean, I know I'm blind. That has been well established.
Ah, how...
Do you have anything new? Does not look like it. Probably want that poison cure sooner rather than later. I should probably pick up some of these.
Ashen One.
Like, the light there makes me think that somebody is going to stand there eventually. But it'd be more likely that they were back in the corner. Weird. I know this just leads to the Pilgrim.
Welcome, husband. Very well, then touch, take, nourish.
No, I was just looking to see where the, if I could find the, Pyromancer. I don't think we're, well, I mean, based off of our stats and based off of the, I remember the Pyromancer having some pretty hefty starting stats. I suspect we are not really, in position to be using Pyromancy regardless, but...
I should...
Ah, how?
Okay, yeah, I was correct. This... She does not sell...
Ashen One. Be sure.
Titanite. In fact, it appears that nobody sells Titanite. Well, I shouldn't say that. Nobody that we have access to right now has Titanite. Okay. Well, unless there's a path forward from the Pit of Hollows, I really have no idea where the hell we're going now. Oh, okay. I am definitely just blind then. Oh, right. Oh, that is not, that sounds rather, rather disturbing. Vertebrae shackles. Yeah, I guess this is just, well, I don't want to call it a covenant because I don't necessarily know that, but... yeah, it looks like that's what this area is for. Oh, might actually be able to advance beyond where the boss was up there. There may have been a passage in the back. Or again, it could just be something I didn't notice. I swear. Since I can't even find everything in the area where there is no combat. Oops. I actually wanted to do the underside. I didn't realize that was, according to the list, a earlier point. Those things dying every time is kind of amusing. Now, I don't expect to be able to get to that passage in the back. Yeah, it looks like... yeah, there's just... it's just a fall. Okay. Yeah, and what was kind of looking like a passageway is actually just a wall over there. Good to know. And apparently we get up there eventually. Well, I know there's stuff across the bridge. Looks like we are at the point of one-shotting the regular enemies. The hollows, but not the dogs. Dogs are, of course, more dangerous than hollows. Also, we're not really at the point of one-shotting all of the hollows. That big step he takes is actually surprisingly difficult to keep in range with. Oh, that's going to be the same type of enemy. Can actually see the oh, no, can't see the saw on his back from this angle, but I'm 99% certain it's there. Yeah, it might not be. Those dogs are difficult to deal with. The smaller area is actually very useful. Yeah, I'm just not seeing it if it's there. I definitely saw it on the other ones. After, well, a couple times after they had... Ah. So is that an enemy or an NPC?
Another one of those unkindled, are you? All you faceless undead, behaving as if you deserve respect. No matter. Heed my words. If you've any sense, you'll go find a coffin to huddle up inside. You, here, in this land of hollows. You're like a frail maiden on the front lines. If, like the others, you're fool enough to play the champion, then go on ahead. Traipse right past the abandoned church. You'll face death. And it won't be pretty. Enough death to leave you broken. Time after time. Yeah. If, like the others, you think...
Okay, so there are multiple paths here. Not for us. Only that cleric would look over here. Huh. Fire in the distance looks neat. I was looking back because I was kind of assuming we would be attacked. Elevator. Neat. Oh, this is... Doesn't even let us lock on.
Oh, pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegwart of Katarina. To be honest, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Have you ever walked near a white birch only to be struck by a great arrow?
Yes.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, they come from this tower. Whoever it is, I'm sure I can talk some sense into them. But I have to find a way up, and that's just the trouble. This lift only goes down, you see, and... Well, that doesn't get me anywhere.
I see Sigurd is a himbo in this case. I really dislike the camera not having very good controls as far as going up. Looking up, I should actually be more descriptive with what I'm saying.
Who are you? I help anytime. I help anytime.
Okay. Well, now it's a good thing that Sigurd doesn't know how lifts work. I am curious. Is that just the same as the other? It is not. I wonder if that protects us from the hits, or if it just makes it so he doesn't shoot at us. And I know that the lever apparently does nothing. I have to assume that it's somebody fell in. But it's not showing us, but so who knows? Could also be something dangerous at the bottom here, I guess. Seems likely. see. That's an interesting spot for a blue-eye enemy. Especially if they can't get through the door. I suspect they can. Doesn't really make a lot of sense for them not to be able to. Yeah, based off of how much damage our regular attacks were doing, I figured the magic would be sufficient to bump that up. Well? Actually, probably better to check those out back at Firelink. And I think we are just about at the time where I am finished for the evening. I will check out those and have one of the two equipped. Probably just going to be sticking with the broadsword unless I like the moveset. But thank you for stopping by, and I will be back with more of this on Thursday.